morning and welcome back to Keep Moving with the Senior Center. I'm Amy Beck, the Director of Senior Services and the Director at the Senior Center. And with me is Ashley Shaheen, the Assistant Director of the Senior Center. And we're here to let you know that while the building doors are closed to the public, we're still here for you. And we're here if you have questions, if you have any needs, if you want to talk to someone, feel free to give us a call. I will let you know this is a live show. And so we'd love to hear from you. We'd love to have you call in. The number here, if you do want to call in, is 508-435-7887. And Ashley's here now. Ashley, do you want to say hi to everybody?
Sure. Hello, good morning. How are you doing today, Amy?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
Doing well. So here at the Senior Center, and last week we had taken a virtual tour into our kitchen, and Zara was preparing meals last week, and she's doing the same today. And we have Lisa here as well, and Marlene. So I thought it was nice watching the show back, seeing everyone going about their work. So I thought we could start the show off again today with just a virtual tour to see how people are doing and what they are up to.
That sounds great, Ashley. Thank you.
Sure.
And I think as you're walking that way, I'll say something. I just want everyone to know again, if you do need anything, to reach out to the Senior Center. Our number is 508-497-9730. So you can give us a call. So let's see where Ashley's heading right now.
All right. This location may look familiar to some. It is the cafe, and we have Zara back this week working her magic in the kitchen. Hi, Zara. How are you?
Hello.
What's on the menu for today?
It's a shrimp scampi.
Shrimp scampi. Excellent. So if you're curious about the menu, please do look on the back page of your newsletter. I think you can see it here, which lists the lunch program and the upcoming menu options. And like we said last week, we are having a lunch program 4 days a week, Tuesday through Friday. And it's a takeout option for Hopkinton seniors. So please do call us. We also have Lisa, who hops on the bus and she delivers meals to people. So if you're not able to come to the center and pick one up, you can have one dropped off. And look who I see here.
Hi, everybody.
Very own Lisa. How's it going today, Lisa?
It's going pretty good.
What are you wearing?
On my Hopkinton Senior Center Keep Movin shirt.
Wow, I love that color.
Thank you. There's a variety of colors available. We're having the online store open.
Excellent.
August 14th through the 28th.
Awesome. Will there be new items that people can buy?
So we're going to have some tank tops, baseball caps, and masks with logo. So,
very trendy for the summer.
Yes, absolutely.
And Lisa also hosts several of the virtual classes. And do you see people wearing their Hopkinton swag?
I do see people wearing their swag for the exercise classes that I host from Monday to Thursday at 2:00. Rebecca Trudeau's exercise classes.
Excellent.
So I definitely see them out there.
So
We'd
people
like to
are
see
moving and
more.
grooving.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Got to keep moving.
There you go. Perfect. So how are the classes going? Do you think people enjoy them?
Absolutely. Yes.
Good.
It's good to be able to at least have another outlet for people to
Absolutely.
exercise and keep moving. It's very important.
And I know Rebecca has that type of personality that makes you want to
Absolutely
move.
She definitely gets you going. She's got tap, Zumba, bar, and boot camp. So 4 classes a week that we host. So.
Excellent. I know I enjoy just seeing her outfits too,
Yes.
because they're so vibrant and bright and just makes you happy by watching her.
She makes you want to move. Absolutely.
And Lisa too, she gave a little heads up last week that she'll be hosting back the walking club.
Yes.
Starting in August on
Mondays at 9 a.m.
Okay, perfect. So gives folks something to look forward to, and then you're
Yeah.
able to see Lisa in person instead of on the computer.
I'd love to see you guys. So just give us a call if you'd like to sign up.
Excellent. Anything else you want to say?
I miss you. I miss all of you.
I know. We do miss all of you, and we appreciate you tuning in to the show. And thank you, Lisa, for the shout out and all that great information about the classes that we have going on. And I know Judy was busy this week working on the August newsletter. And so stay tuned for that.
Well, great. Like I said, we do all miss everybody, and we do hope that they can log in and see us on the show and be a part of it, but also to take advantage of the programs we're offering. As I've said in the past, we know this doesn't affect, and not everyone can get into Zoom. We are here to help. We do have someone on Fridays who can help you, and maybe your family could help you get connected as well. We want to see you all, and we want to see you all in person. And as you know, we can't right now, but the important thing, because we want you all to be safe, is that we're here and we want to connect. I know we have a guest coming on at some point this morning, and they're not here yet. So hopefully they'll get here shortly.
Amy, I have Joni on the phone, and she is going to call in. Can you give us the number one more time so I can share?
Absolutely. It's 508-435-7887. And that's the live number to call in. And we'd love to hear from you. We're glad that Joni's calling in, but we definitely want to hear from you as well. So even if you just want to say hi to a friend of yours you haven't talked to, give us a call. The important thing, we're coming into a very hot weekend. And I think the important thing to remember also is to stay hydrated. We've talked to Casey and Casey Morrow, the public health nurse. And that's one thing she reminded us. So we do want to remember to stay hydrated, stay cool as best we can. And if you are running into difficulties, reach out to us, reach out to, the fire and police department. They can help you as well. So make sure you stay connected with all of us, even in the heat, and even if it's a weekend. Senior Center won't be operating on the weekend. However, we do connect, and so reach out if you need help in any way. So Ashley, is she there yet, or we're still waiting for her, I think?
We are still waiting on her. So one more time with the number, 508-435.
7887.
7887. So again, 508-435-7887.
That's correct.
All right, Joni, if you could give us a call on that line, we'd love to welcome you to the show.
Okie dokie. Am I still looking for an email or no?
I would just go ahead with the phone number.
Okie dokie.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
So as you can hear, that's a little teaser. We're hoping to have Joni, who is one of our fitness instructors, call in, and then she'll be able to say hi to people, and maybe she's got a special message. Ashley, so the big thing, we do have a lot of Zoom classes, as we've said in the past. We do have the lunch program that's 4 days a week. You need to call us. We're very fortunate that we received a grant that partially covers the program. And we can deliver, or you can pick up, but you need to let us know. We are limited at this point to 40 meals. So we're close on some days, and we might have a few on a few other days. So feel free to give us a call. And we hope to have you pick it up. I know those who've had them, as you can see Zara cooking in the kitchen. It's what we usually serve here. So nothing has changed as far as quality or quantity, and we're hoping to bring it to you. So looks like Joni is here, and if they can bring her in, that would be great.
Hi, I'm here. Hello, everybody.
Hey, Joni.
Hi, Joni.
I'm sorry I couldn't get you online here, but we're on the phone.
Hey, any way we can get you is great. So Joni, you've been doing some classes for us.
I have. The last few years, I have been at the Hopkinton Senior Center. And a big shout out to Amy Beck and to Ashley for all their great work in person and through Zoom.
Well, thank you. We're glad to have the
And
teachers
Lisa,
who are.
I can't not mention Lisa. I'm sorry.
Absolutely. So how is your class going? I know people.
It's always wonderful. Yeah, everything's going well for me. I hope everything's going well for everybody else. I was just giving a shout out to Lisa, that was the secretary at the reception desk. She was always terrific. I'm looking forward to the day we can all be back together once there's a vaccination. But online, we're doing some terrific work. Like I said, Ashley and Amy set it up. I'd love folks to join me at the same time, 12:30 on Tuesdays. It can be as gentle or as rigorous as you'd like. We can do it sitting down, standing up, on a mat. Just keep moving, keep your muscles strong. We chit-chat a little bit, which is nice at the end for anybody who wants to stay on. And that's pretty much what we do, 12:30 on Tuesdays.
That's excellent. Joni, how would you say the transition was for you from teaching in person versus teaching online through Zoom? Do you have anything to say just as an instructor and how that's been for you?
Yeah, I would equate it to, I'm an animal lover, so I would equate it to cats and dogs. Being in person might be like a dog, and being on Zoom is more like being a cat. There's still two eyes and a tail and a spine and a nose and eat and drink, and the animals do the same thing. So it's the same, but it's different. Like I said, cats and dogs are really similar creatures with all the same anatomy, but you just transition. So whether you're petting a furry dog or you're petting a little furry cat, it's the same, but it's different. And when you get to it, it's an easy transition. It does. If you're used to being with a dog and you're with the cat, it's just a little bit of a transition.
Yeah, I think that, very, very well put, Joni. And I know on Tuesdays, sometimes the participants actually get to see your dog at home. So that's the beauty from working at home. You get to be closer with your fur friends and your quarantine crew. So I know people get a kick out of your dog too, especially when he's moving around while you're trying to do the moves.
Oh, yeah. And there's two of them, so they're a tag team. So they're always coming in and out of the scene, stealing the show.
No, I think it's great, and I know you do a terrific job in terms of keeping people in the know with the instruction and the modification, which is very important, especially if you're doing the class at home. You want to make sure you're safe. But at the same time, taking advantage of the exercise component of the class. And it is really nice at the end to chit chat and hear from people and hear how they are doing. And with your class too, Joni, we have people not only from Hopkinton, but from surrounding communities as well. So if folks are watching at home and if they'd like to join the class, we certainly have plenty of room. I think Zoom can accommodate so many people. Right now you have a good core group of people, but love to see more people take advantage of the program and to exercise and try something new. If you haven't taken Joni's class at the Senior Center and you want to see what the class is about and to see her teaching style, please do reach out to us. I don't know if you have anything else to say, Joni, about your class in particular or your background as well. People may be curious.
For anybody who's reluctant to say, "Oh, I don't know how to do it. I'm not familiar with it," or I'm supposed some folks are on Zoom now, so that's fine. But if you're somebody who called in and doing it by phone, and you're remotely comfortable with the computer, you actually really talked me through, because I didn't know I never had been on a Zoom prior to March. And you were really helpful with your instruction, and it is pretty user friendly on the computer. And with your instruction, Ashley, I called into Ashley's cell phone and she talked me through how to do certain things. And once you do it, it's like experience is the best teacher. You get a little experience doing it and you get comfortable with the technology. You'd mentioned my background. Yeah, I come to you with a background in dance. I was a dance major at the Boston Conservatory back in the 1980s. So I graduated there in 1983 as a dance major, and I have been a dance and fitness instructor since then. That has been who I am and what I do, and love to bring dance and music and movement to as many people as I can. I would say it's like my religion. I'm always practicing it and preaching it and encouraging others to join in.
I love that, Joni. As a dancer myself, I see the importance in it, and there's no news to you, but all the research that shows people who dance and how that's correlated to longevity. And I think it's because you're always, when you take a dance class, you're always learning something new, and no dance class is the same. So there is that real sense of paying attention, trying to train your brain, and movement is just great in general. So I didn't know about your Boston Conservatory background. My mom went there too for a few years as well. So interesting. You always learn something new about people.
Well, I think it's interesting also how you had mentioned, or both Joni had mentioned, how much it affects your brain as well. Just the movement. It's not only, are you physically exercising, getting your body moving, but it does generate, I don't know what it's called, but your brain. And it gets things moving, it gets you thinking, and that can only help.
When they said the neural pathways in our brain, like the little roadways in our brain, stay nice and clear. You get the cobwebs out, you get the debris off the road when you have to think of aerobic dance pattern or follow, movements. So they say it's good for the neural pathways in the brain that keep your lines clear.
See, I knew someone would know what it's called. But it is. It's really important to keep that exercise, that moving, and it can be simple things. I mean, Joni's class is not a hardcore class, although you can make it as challenging as you want. But it's, it just the movement and keeping, the whole adage, keep moving, move it or lose it. And so in order to not lose it, we need to keep moving, and it does help our mental state. It helps our emotional health. So all of this ties into what we want and provide at the senior center, only right now we're not able to do it in the building.
Excellent. So I'll make one more pitch for Joni's class here. If you're at home listening, hearing Joni, you can tell she knows her stuff and she wants to get you going at home and to stay fit, which is really important. We'd love to have you. Her class is every Tuesday at 12:30. Plenty of space available. Please do call us at the Senior Center. Reach out to us if you're interested in hearing more about the class, or if you'd like to join in the class. As Joni mentioned, she too learned how to use Zoom throughout this whole process. So if you're a little leery, hesitant about it, please do reach out. We can certainly point you in the right direction and get you set up with it. It is easy once you try it, and if you have trouble, we encourage you to try again, and we'll help you along the way if you let us know. And too, with Zoom, you also have a call-in option as well. So if you're not able to access it by seeing people, you can always just call in and listen to Joni's voice as she gives the instruction. we'd love to have you. Please do get connected with us. And Joni, do you have anything else to say?
The last thing I'd like to add is that the best things in life are free, and Hopkinton and Amy and Ashley are offering this program of no cost to the end user. So, right? There's no fee for folks to even join on Zoom, right?
At the moment, yes, that's how we're hoping to do it for a while, just because it is such a different format for a lot of people. And I did want to mention, you know, my own mother she doesn't use Zoom, but she connects to her health class by phone. And so it does work. She enjoys being able to hear the instructor and hear the other students and still moving, even though she hasn't quite figured out Zoom. We're working on that one. So anyway, well, great. Thank you, Joni. I appreciate you coming in. It's been great to hear your voice. We do miss seeing your smiling face. I may have to check out one of your classes myself so that I can actually see everybody again. And, you know, we appreciate
I'd
it.
love to see you, Amy. Okay, well, thanks so much, everybody. Stay well and stay positive thinking, because positive thoughts makes you healthier. Look on the bright side. Everything shall work out. Okay, thank you, ladies.
Thank you, Joni. We'll see you Tuesday, hopefully with a few new faces in the class.
That's right.
I
don't know.
So. Okay, thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So Ashley, I think we have a time. I know that we'll be talking more about some of our programs, but I know we've been teasing for a couple weeks, wanting to get a video in here. Natalie, who has been a cook and who is our French teacher, has a video on how to make lentil soup. And if there's time, we might even have time for the second piece of that. So let's take a look at lentil soup with Natalie.
Hi everyone. So today we're making a lentil soup. Lentils are great. They preserve a very long time, so they can be stored in your cupboard and you can pull them out when you are ready for something different and you don't feel like going to the grocery store. So lentil soup is super easy. You've got 1 cup of lentils right here. You have 1 onion and about 3 cloves of garlic right here. In this bowl, I have about 1 teaspoon of curry, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, and 1 teaspoon of ground turmeric. And those spices have or reduce inflammation, so they're great. They're very tasty. They're not spicy, but they actually have some health benefits to them. And then, so between the 1 cup of lentils, the spices, the onion with the garlic, you can add, if you want, some chicken broth. Now I have a concentrated chicken broth right here, which I will use, but that's absolutely optional. It's up to you. And then of course olive oil, because I'm going to fry my onion and garlic into the olive oil first. So let's do about 3 tablespoons. So I'm frying my onion and garlic in the olive oil. I'm going to add my spices because the flavor comes out more if they've been heated up. Go, I'm going to add my lentils to the onion, and of course you need to add water. So for 1 cup of lentils you need about 3 cups of water. One more, that looks good. Might even need 2 more actually. I don't want the soup to be too thick. And 4, that's the 4th one. And we're gonna let it cook for about 15 minutes. So as you can see the result, after 15 minutes, my lentils are collapsing because they're cooked. And now I'm gonna blend the soup and see what we get. So I added a little bit of chicken bouillon, concentrated. And I'm gonna add a little bit of salt because I think it needs it. Not too much, just a little to start with, and then you can play off that. As you can see, it's nice and thick. It's a beautiful soup. If you find it's a bit too thick, you can add some more water. So let's do a test. Let's find out if I need more seasoning. Yeah, I would put a little bit more salt. Here we go. It's a delicious soup. Now this recipe I gave you yields about 3 people. So if you need to make it for 9, you're gonna have to increase and multiply by 3. And voila, so this is the soup. What really works with the soup, of course, nice toasted bread with that you can rub garlic on. But what we find is very good is farmer's cheese. So you put a little bit of dollop of farmer's cheese into the soup. It's delicious. So it makes a very nice starter or a nice lunch if you feel like soup for lunch. So enjoy, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as we do.
I'm hungry now. That looks so good. I don't know. She has a second part of that if we have time for, I think we can fit in. It is a farmer's cheese that you saw on top of the soup as they show the video. So if we have a quick moment to get that in, I'd love to see it.
Hi, so today we're making fresh farmer's cheese, super yummy on toast with jam or on a soup, believe it or not. So what do we need? 2 ingredients, milk, whole milk, and buttermilk. So we're starting with the whole milk. I have here about 8 cups of whole milk, and I need to bring the temperature of that milk to 170 degrees. Once that's reached the point of 170 degrees, we then add 3 cups of buttermilk. So I'm waiting for the milk to heat up. So the temperature is reaching 170 as we speak, perfect. And so to that, I'm going to add 3 cups of buttermilk. All right, so I've added my 3 cups of buttermilk to my 8 cups of whole milk. And this is what's happening. It's starting to make cheese. So now we have to let it sit for 10 minutes. And in 10 minutes, we will strain this to get our fresh farmer's cheese. So this is what we get. Once you've actually mixed the 3 cups of buttermilk into the whole milk, which was at 170 degree, you're gonna leave it on the stove for 2 minutes with the heat on, and then you leave it alone, and guess what happens? This is what happens. So your cheese appears. This is your farmer's cheese right here. I have a strainer. I'm gonna fish it out, and you can discard the whey. So here it is. Of course, before you eat it, you can let it cool off, or if you use it in a soup, you can actually use it as is right after straining it. Now this is unsalted, there is no salt. You can salt to taste if you wish to. We like it plain because we added to other things that might be either sweet or salty. So enjoy, and welcome into the world of cheese making.
Well, you know what? I think I need now to get some ingredients together and make lunch. I don't know about you, but that looks really good. I think I'd much rather have Natalie make it for me than me have to go out and do it. But you know what? It looks amazing. So we do have some other videos online and that you can get and see of Natalie's all the recipes that she's done. And if you're interested in a recipe, I'm sure we could get one printed up and get that to you as well. Do we have those posted?
They're all on the Hopkinton Senior Center website. So if folks want to look back to see any of the recipes that she has created, please do look there. And she has a gift in terms of making everything look so easy and almost like magic.
Well, and that's a perfect note to end on. Ashley, we're closing out today. We want you to keep moving and keep safe and enjoy what we have to offer. I hope you all can take advantage of it.